everything is in the mindset. You might clear the exam, and when you go to the SSB, you will get stuck when the interviewing officer asks you general questions which you're not aware about. If you're not aware about your own self, you will get stuck into the loop of clearing the paper, going to the SSB, getting your medicals and getting merit out as well. So the best way is to start preparing for day one. Hello and welcome to Wisdom Warriors. My name is Khushbu and today I will be sharing my strategy with you of how did I score All India Rank 1 marks in the CTS 2 2023 examination. This is my mark sheet and this is how much what the topper has scored. You can compare the marks and which are extremely equivalent in nature. So let's get started. The very first thing that I did was to understand the exam before I actually sit for one. Number one is SWOT analysis. For anybody who does not know what SWOT analysis is, it is to analyzing your strengths and weaknesses in your life perspective area. For me, I came from a modeling background and I'm sure all of you must be coming from different backgrounds out there. So I did not have an access to NCERTs, or I was not aware of my surrounding because I was in my own modeling bubble that I was living. So when I started my preparation, I had to jot down each and every topic that comes in each and every subject. The good news for you is you do not have to do it because I am here to help you out throughoutly. However, what you will have to do is you will have to analyze what subjects are difficult for you and which are the subjects that are easy for you. For me, English, Polity, Geography, Biology were pretty easy subjects, something that was easy and I was very much interested in understanding them. However, for me, Physics, Chemistry and History was not my cup of tea. So please analyze which subject works for you and which doesn't. If you are watching this video, please make sure that you're having a copy of pen and a book so that it is not just one-sided video, you're actually gaining a perspective out of it. So once we know what works for us and what doesn't, the next step is to read NCERTs. NCERTs are helpful for any UPSC exam out there. So basic understanding of NCERTs are very important. If you belong to a SSC or state board, please understand there's a difference between the two and you'll have to give NCERT a read. For geography, these are the two books that you'll have to read. I would not recommend you to read 12th NCERTs because it is only transportation and industry questions that are supposed to come out of it, and when you analyze the PYQs, I think it makes a deal out of it. General science is the most scoring portion in the GS paper. It is the 9th NCERT and the 10th NCERT that I would recommend to you, and the general science section would actually help you to cover the section cutoff in the GS paper. The third subject is Polity. If your basic is not clear, this is the book that I would like to recommend to you. Please do not jump to Laxmikant if you haven't cleared your basics yet. Laxmikant is a universal book, but you do not have to read it all. When we talk about history, it is a little individualistic in nature. Some might find it intriguing or fascinating and others might find it boring. However, if you are someone who finds it interesting, you must give these 3 books a read. If not these, you can always switch to the Tamil Nadu NCERTs, and if you do not want to read any NCERT, Spectrum or Bipin Chandra is always a good option. For economics, these are the 2 books which are usually recommended by a lot of toppers out there, but I personally wouldn't recommend you these because it is a waste of time, investing our so much time in reading these 2 books. However, if you just analyze the PYQs and you get to know a certain topics like curves, differentiation, demand and supply, or monopolistic or perfect competition, you just read these topics, I think for economics you're much done. Okay, so when you know the sources and when you know that those sources are very much authentic, you can rely on them and you can trust in them. So trust them blindly and then just start studying. Do not waste another second because time is precious. Someone, sitting somewhere in Delhi might be just studying day and night, and person is your competition. Your competition is not with somebody who's procrastinating and not studying and then just giving the exam randomly coming to the exam center. So please understand with whom your competition is. Definitely your competition is with yourself as well, but you also have to recognize the outside competition which is struggling and which is working hard every single day. See, please understand that this exam is not bigger than you. It is you and your self-worth and your self-understanding which makes you clear the exam. No exam in the world can define your self-worth. There was something that I learned in my modeling days, was that there was a groomer who used to groom me, and she said that, Khushbu, walk on the stage as if you have won the title already. So go to the exam like you have already cleared it. I am not asking you to be overconfident here, but be confident and have faith in yourself so that you can perform well, because performance anxiety is real and the peer pressure when you go to the exam center is real, and I think nobody even talks about it. Everything is in the mindset. You might clear the exam, and when you go to the SSB, you will get stuck when the interviewing officer asks you general questions which you're not aware about. If you're not aware about your own self, you will get stuck into the loop of clearing the paper, going to the SSB, getting your medicals and getting merit out as well. So the best way is to start preparing for day one. Shouldn't be clearing a simple paper, but is to go to the academy as a whole. See, there are a few qualities like consistency, discipline, determination, perseverance, being patient. Do you think all these qualities come into the play when you go to the SSB? If you think so, that is not the case. All these qualities actually help you to clear the written in the first place. I might be the first person to say it, but forget the OLQs, forget the officer-like qualities. Become the best version of yourself, and trust me, all these qualities will naturally start to inculcate in yourself. This journey can be long and tedious. That is why you need to have someone who can guide you through it. I have been in your shoes and I can understand how it feels as a candidate appearing for an exam like this. For my instance, I attempted 110 questions in my GS paper the very first time that I had given it. Nobody told me that, Khushbu, please attempt somewhere around 70 to 90 questions. I missed that paper by 1 mark that day. And I actually felt that I had someone, who could guide me through it. Maybe things would have been different. But nevertheless, I was able to clear it in the next attempt with a good amount of marks. But it was a lesson learned, and I don't want you to learn lessons like that. Have a curious mindset. Be keen to know different things and learn different things and try different things out there. Because unless you do not know that how exciting and how amazing they can be. So always be open to new perspectives and to new ideas, and that is the only way that you can grow. Please understand that this journey is not just you clearing a paper, but this journey is more about you transforming yourself into a better individual as well. Always going to be someone who's going to pull your leg and try to take you down and not support you in a way or other. Please try and avoid people like this, because they create a negative impact in your life and kind of also affect your preparation journey. These are also going to be the people who are going to come and congratulate you when you achieve those things. So don't even try to do it for these people. Do it for yourself, do it for your parents, do it because your heart says it, do it because you have passion for it. And anything that you do it with a happy heart. Last and the foremost thing, which I feel is the most important, is to surround yourself with people who actually motivate you to do better in life. Detach from all those people which provide a negative aspect to your preparation journey. For me, it's a different story. I chose not to go to the SSB when I had scored so and so marks. However, to all my lady candidates out there, have that credibility, and please do not underestimate your power and your potential, and do not fear to get merit out. Take this out of your mind that you have to score exceptionally good marks in order to get into the merit. This is my mark sheet, and if you have seen it, The potential marks that I had scored in English is 76 and in GS it's 40. It is very, very average marks, a little above average I may say, but these are average marks scored by an average individual out there. I'm not someone with highly qualified education or someone who has great life skills or someone like that. I'm just someone like you. Hope you find this video helpful. This was Khushbu, this was Wisdom Warriors, and if you have any queries regarding the SSP interview or the psychological tests that are being conducted or the GS or English paper, I am more than happy to answer it in the comment section. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any upcoming video. All the very best, you all.